It's 58. Is it, when you get a chance, look and see if it's showing up on the timeline. Yep. Oh. Good morning, good morning. Hi, everybody. We're going to be starting in about, I don't know what, 2 minutes? So, I know it's early in the morning, but if you're watching with me, I need you to, definitely make sure you comment and share this post, this live feed with your friends, your family, share it on your wall. We're going to be talking about life after loss today. So I'm pretty excited. Jarrell, I see you join. Jarrell, I need you to be in the studio. I need you to be joining on Facebook. Hey guys. It's gonna be a good show today. Don't want you to miss it. I guarantee you by the end of the hour you're gonna leave encouraged, empowered, possibly delivered and even set free. Hey Serena. Girl, I gotta get you on the show. Let's schedule some time. I wish y'all could hear this music. I can hear. It's dope. How y'all feeling this morning, Milwaukee? I see you. We here.
5 seconds.
Ready?
Yeah.
We're about to start in a minute. Here we go. Morning, Jordan. What's up, Milwaukee and the world? Welcome to another episode of Saved and the City on WKJJ WPJQ 101.3 FM with your girl, Iberia. Yes, you see me here live and in living color. If you are listening in your car, on the radio, at home, what's up, radio family? If for some reason you're driving and it's like, I'm about to go into work and I want to hear the rest of the show, then just make sure that once you get in there, you just go online to www.ikjjradio.org. Again, that's www.ikjjradio.org, and you can listen live right there online. So be sure to like me on Facebook at Saved in the City. Join my groups on Facebook to stay connected. Follow me on Instagram, on Twitter, everywhere that you want to be. I'm so excited to be here. I'm so happy to be here. That's a very, very bad Eddie Murphy impression. Coming to America, coming to Milwaukee, coming to a place near you. Oh my God, we are here. We are live and in living color. So it's a little different. It looks a little different this morning, but God worked it out. I'm a quick thinker. So is Pastor Melville coming? Yes, Pastor Melville will definitely be here. We got Jermaine Wright out already here in the studio. I can't wait to talk to him. Jarrell Austin Ballard is on the way. So this is going to be an amazing show. Shout out to Mimon's Gourmet Delights, Pastor Martha Austin over there. For all your Southern style desserts, make sure you hit her up. Just call 414-418-0616 if you have a party coming up or a baby shower or anything like that, or you just want to eat some cake. Hit her up. 414-418-0616. Shout out to Luminosity Enterprises LLC for all of your marketing support. Of course, shout out to Afeni Grace, always holding me down right here in the studio. And all my supporters, Tony Cash over at Park Hill Media, all of my supporters who actually sat in with me a couple weeks ago. I did a focus group and I had a few people who came out and just kind of supported me through that. So shout out to Richard and Laverne Badger, and of course Valerie Yelk, and everyone who showed up on that day. Today we're going to be talking about, it's a tough topic, and this is the entire month we've been dealing with the series, and we're calling it the Life After series. The first show that we did earlier this month was Life After Divorce. And then later on, we talked about life after death with Kenza Dawn, which that was actually, was that last week? I believe it was last week, which was a very powerful episode. She actually recently lost her husband, and they're young, they're young. And so she still has kids that she's raising. And we talked about how do you live after you lose someone, sometimes abruptly, how do you move on from that? Hey, Mamie, I see you over there. Iberia, good morning. And so today we're going to be talking about life after loss. And that, and a lot of times you think loss, we think about, death and that type of thing. But loss or death can be something bigger. It doesn't always have to be just the way, the inevitable way that we're leaving the earth, which is, we all have an appointment to meet the Maker. But maybe you've lost a job. Maybe you've lost your marriage. Maybe you've lost hope. Maybe you've lost a will to be motivated again. Maybe you lost your dream somewhere down the way. Maybe you lost faith in people. And so what we're going to be dealing with today is how do you pick up after you've lost some things that you really have a heart for. And so there's a couple different ways we can do that. In my mind, or what I've said before, is that there's two choices that we can make. We can choose fear or we can choose faith. The choice is up to you. And a lot of times when we get to the point, like if I can just be completely candid with you guys this morning, over the last, let's say 2.5 years, I have lost, just depending on the day. It could be a loss, or, depending on the day. There was a season in my life where I literally, if we're talking about death, I lost 5 people back to back. I lost my father. I lost my childhood pastor. I lost, and I mean, they died, so some people say, to be absent, from the body is to be present with the Lord. But at the same time, my daddy wasn't here anymore. So I had to deal with that thing, and what that looked like, and how I picked up the pieces after that. And then dreams. Let's just be honest. A lot of you may know me as, prior to this, as Iberia Soul Singer. I was a aspiring artist. Child, you couldn't tell me. The reason why I did not use my name Brandy was because I was like, no, I don't want to be the other Brandy. That's how big I was thinking. Like, it was going to be me and Brandy Norwood in the place. And they was going to be like, oh, it's too Brandy. Like, that's where my head was. And I was almost there. How many of you guys have been that? Had deals on the table. Had different things going on, names in light, traveling. I've traveled Germany, Switzerland. I can name drop like nobody's business. But I'm still here in Milwaukee today, living on Fond du Lac. Some people would say, oh, dang, she lost. A lot of people may say that, oh, she didn't make it. Oh, she's just, she's on community radio. She's doing, how do you pick up the pieces? Well, number one, you cannot look at things in the physical. Because when you begin to look at things in the physical, it will not line up with what God has shown you or told you or promised you. If you are a believer, you can only watch and walk in the Spirit. Does that make sense to anybody? You have to watch, walk, and believe in the Spirit. If you subscribe to the world system, then you're already counted out. You have to allow God to do things in His timing. And what God gives you, no one can take it away. And you cannot compare your life. You cannot compare your life to others. Because you might see someone, oh, okay, they got the money. Okay, they got the car. They got this. They got the notoriety. But do they have peace? Can they sleep at night? You see what I'm saying? Like, you got to count up the cost. What does it cost you? And what God can do in a day. It's mind-blowing. And some people, they may reach, a certain level. Let's say that maybe they are, they're 25. They've reached all the success. They're traveling around the world. They're doing all these different types of things. They've reached these certain levels. And you're like, man, they've attained. But here I am. I'm almost 40. But the thing is, maybe the 25-year-old has already reached their potential. I believe it was Nelson Mandela that actually because he was in jail for like 25 years. And he lived to be like 90, like married again, legacy went on. He died like recently. So even after being in jail for 25 years, he still had a tremendous legacy that went on and still goes on after him. I believe it's Colonel Sanders. Literally KFC chicken. You know you black when you talk about KFC at 8 a.m. in the morning. It's the truth. But listen, I think he was like, and I'm saying I think because I don't have his exact age, but he was like 80 years old when he started KFC, y'all. We still talk about KFC to this day. Stop. Don't do it. Some of y'all already planning your lunch. You know? So I'm saying don't give up just because you move into a position where it looks like things are not lining up, where it looks like you lost. We'll talk about this a little bit more with Pastor Melva later on, but I want to touch on Jairus' daughter. I don't know if you guys have ever heard that story in the Bible about Jairus' daughter who was sick, and so he went to go get Jesus so that he could heal her. By the time they got to the house, the daughter was dead. What do when you go to get the thing that you know is going to restore your dream, your hope, whatever it is, and when you finally get there, it's dead? You got a choice to make. You can choose fear, you can choose to throw in the towel, or you can choose faith. You can choose faith. And so I'm admonishing you, I'm challenging you to choose faith today. Even though it may look like you're in a losing place, or that the things around you are not there anymore, that you've lost, or maybe you're too old, or you're too young, or you lost maybe you're sick, you lost the ability of your limbs, whatever the situation is. All I'm saying is that it's not over until God says it's over. Amen. I hope you guys received that today. Again, I know some of you guys are just joining in and things are a little bit different this morning, but everything that you're looking for, you're definitely going to get. Sometimes God will switch it up. Sometimes God will do things in a new way, and you got to be quick and be ready to move with the hand of God. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go to our first break. And so those people who are just joining, I need you to give me a scripture. Give me a scripture as it pertains to winning. Give me a scripture as it pertains to picking up the pieces after you maybe experience some type of loss. What does God say about victory? We're going to go to our first song by our artist featured of today, Jermaine Rideout. Let's go. That was good. And I'm hot. Y'all don't even know it's hot in here.
It's hot.
It's hot. All right, Jermaine, you can come on over now. I don't know if you need this charger. Is it yours?
No, it isn't.
Okay. Hey, Prince Charm.
I'm going to take a quick photo of you guys.
Okay. We can see it. Let's see this one. Ooh, it's hot.
It's hot as a fool.
Get one more. Perfect.
Look at y'all. Got a superstar. Okay, can I turn that a little bit like that? Can we also play it out so the audience can hear?
Never let no evil befall you. Are so good.
Did I put it?
You are.
Okay, we need this plugged in when we get a chance.
There's nobody like you. Nobody like you. You are so good. There's nobody like you. Nobody like you.
Chris John said we doing it big. George said, "What's up, Jermaine?" all the amazing things he has going on.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. There's nobody like you. I searched all over you, and I can't find nobody you.
Meaning, if you might just text Sherelle and just say, are you here? While we're on, we can go way back, but on air we refer to me as I.
So I wanna take the time to say,
But I know
take
he
the
brings him
time to glorify your name.
In my chat was on, he was like ready. I was like, Dad, listen. Yes, Emerald, you sure are winning, darling. What time did I tell you to get me after Yeah, because that'll segue me. He's here. Woo! This song, I just detoxed my soul.
Here you go.
He still needs to be plugged in.
Come back in 5, 4, 3.
He needs to be plugged in. So, what's up, Milwaukee and the world? We are locked right here to Saved and the City each and every Wednesday, 8 a.m. through 9 a.m. Yes, we are locked and we are live. I see you on Facebook. I know it's early in the morning, so I always appreciate you guys who come in and watch live with us. And then, of course, for those people who end up tuning in a little bit later around your lunch break, I'm always glad that you guys watch and share. We are here. We are live in Milwaukee. Yes, there are big things happening right here. There are some amazing people right here in the city of Milwaukee, from Milwaukee. And so, anyhow, that song that you just heard is called So Good. It's by the one and only Jermaine Rideout. Oh my God, he's in the studio. You here with me, brother?
Yes, I am.
I know you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Oh my goodness. And then before we kind of jump into the interview, I want to give a shout out to Emerald. Emerald, you are amazing. You're right. You got a spirit of winning on you up in this place. So you actually have won this week's Word Up Challenge. So I will definitely inbox you later. We can kind of go through how you can come and pick up both of your prizes. Jermaine, we go way back. I was just saying that. Way back to State Choir. Come on, State Choir. And I love that. There's so many of us who just have continued and we're talking about life after loss today on the show. And what I love is a lot of times when I look back at a lot of the folks in State Choir, we are still pushing.
Still going
like
on.
Really. And not just like trying, like actually doing. That's a big deal when you're actually doing. Yeah. And you're doing huge things.
I thank God for it. It's actually me and my brother Gary. So I want to shout him out.
Gary,
shout out to Big Bro. But it's me and him on the record, and we finally came together and we decided that we was going to do a project, and so far it's been a blessing. Whatever, that we got picked up in 4 other cities. That song that actually just played is the actual single, and it got picked up in 4 other cities, so it's playing right now in 4 other cities.
Man.
And we go over to Michigan next week for the taping on the Word Network, so
that's a big deal.
There's plenty of doors opening up, and I thank God for the opportunity.
There's superstars in the building. I love it. I love it. So, the thing is, though, some people, and it's kind of hard, when you're a musician, I can speak to from this, aspect, because music, especially, if it's a God-given gift, it's hard to be boxed, right?
Yeah.
So, so right now, with the music that you're talking about, is the gospel genre of music?
Well, my goal is not to reach the people that's already inside of the building.
Okay, how about it?
My goal is to reach
Come on,
the
be
people
fishers of men.
There you go.
Go ahead.
I plan on, putting something out there that, reaches the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm,
and, people that's not going to step inside of the building and hear the traditional "Have You Tried Jesus" song.
Yeah.
Things like that, which is nothing wrong with that.
Right. Because it's a good question. Have you?
There you go. He's all right.
He's all right. You know, but you know what? But I feel you know because it's so, and I love that. And everybody's called to kind of to their own kind of thing. We had Allende Gary on here. And he's shout out to Allende. He's like, no, I'm gospel, traditional gospel all the way, you know. And for a certain section of people, that's that's perfect for them. Yeah.
You know, it's like a section of medicine, whatever, because the church is the hospital, and you got different people with totally different elements that's actually coming in. So you got to treat them according to their element.
Wow, that's good. That's good.
It's room for everything.
That's so true.
All kinds of music.
There's all kind of people that need your voice. You know, so I love that. So let's talk a little bit more about the music. So you said that your brother Gary Rideout is on that last track that we heard. Who else is kind of involved in the project? Okay.
It's just me and him, whatever, that we buckled down and we wrote all the material. I did 99.9.7% of the production.
Just a little bit of Ray Charles on them. You doing all the background?
Doing it all.
You singing soprano? Come on in here.
All the notes. All of that.
I like it. Okay, and so give people a little bit of a history though about you. So we know where you are now. Tell them kind of where you came from as far as musically. Well, some of the folks you work with, and then kind of what brings us where we are today.
Well, musically, I started when I was 12 years old. I was in my mother's living room, and it just hit me, and I started playing. And so
the
I know
music runs in your family, though, right?
It runs in my family. I grew up at Rehoboth Miracle Temple Church of God in Christ.
Come on in here. You better be saved.
Where God has made room. Amen. So I grew up there, playing there, and grew from there. I actually moved to North Carolina for a few, had the opportunity to play for ECU University. Mm-hmm. There, I had the opportunity to work with Rico Love, Usher. I worked with a lot of my brothers, a lot of Chad, Cino Roper. What up, Cino?
Elder Wallace.
God bless you. So, I did a lot of work, and that's just half of the stuff I've done.
Just a little bit. I heard you work with this girl named Iberia before.
Yeah,
she's kind of dope.
Hey, listen, she dope. listen, she go hard.
No, come on.
She go hard.
I love it. I'm just talking.
We did a live show.
We did.
Yeah, it was bang.
I love it. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Well, that was before
I
turned it over to Saved in the City.
God bless you.
But you know what? Like you said, there's a place. There's a place. There's a place for it all. Yeah. So, where can the people stay connected to you? I mean, are the singles out now? Can they purchase?
Actually, it's not out yet. We just testing the radio waves just to see how it goes. And it's doing pretty good, so we're going to keep everybody informed of when we're going to do the actual release.
Yeah.
Because we're going to release a project. So we're just kind of testing the water, putting it out there, see how it goes. And trusting God the whole ride.
That's all we can do.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to go to our next song. And please keep us updated because as soon as it comes, I definitely want to support it and put it out through my network as well.
Most definitely. And I want to say on this next record, I had the privilege of working with my homeboy Skrilla, Ray Martin. Shout out to you.
Wow.
On this record, whatever battle, but
battle. Okay.
Yeah. That joint is going to be pretty nice. So I want to say, hey, appreciate you, Ray Skrilla, for this joint, and thank God for the battle is over. We don't have to fight no more.
I love it.
About you.
Let's go to battle with by Jermaine and Skrilla
and Gary.
Ride
Our Brothers.
Let's go. Let's ride with them.
Yeah.
All right, you can play it out.
It's hot as a fool.
It is very hot.
Woo!
You made it.
Listen here. I think I dropped 3 pounds.
I was seeing it come down. That's the oil running from the head. That's the oil running from the head. All right.
Jesus.
Yes, go get free.
I almost cut.
Woo! Pastor Melvin, you made it. Hey, no, it's okay. It's okay.
Woo!
Thank you.
Hey,
Jarrell,
man.
come on over.
I'm saved.
Woo! We hot in here. We doing it for y'all. See, this is why I can't wear my natural hair, y'all. Right. Yeah. Oh, we got you ready. You can play it out a little bit so that the
we still out here. Ain't gonna make it.
Hear.
Ain't gonna make it down
Take a quick
Me and Jesus gonna have to renegotiate. I told them I would do it. This is a. Now I was joking when I told her.
It's very warm. We here. Come on, grassroots.
Rather that than cold.
Right. Okay. I love it. I need that. Good morning, Angela.
I kind of figured she got somebody else.
Chris Boykin says, I need a record on you, Doc.
We can make that happen.
He said he could make that happen. Okay, all right. So sit tight with us. Can we play it out a little bit, Josh? How many minutes on it though?
I didn't say that. I told her. I said because then we start.
I can't hear it.
And I said,
Okay. That's the battle. I don't know if you guys can hear it. It's called Battle by Jermaine Rideout. So pretty much what's going to happen, girl, is we are going to, I'm going to do something called church announcements. Okay. So I'll kind of read through as events. Yeah. And then after that, I will introduce you as my Milwaukee treasure. And we will just talk about all the awesome things that you're doing in this summer. Great. Can y'all hear that? Good morning, Anita. Yeah, you can pull it. This thing's awesome.
back to that. I'm done.
Here is actually cute. This phone is not giving me life. This phone angle. All right. How many more minutes on that song?
A minute.
What time is it, Phoebe? And then what time did I tell you to cut Jarrell and I off? 8:30. Oh, right. Perfect. Good morning, Demetrius. Thank you so much. Yes, bigger and better. 30 seconds. Put your headphones on. What's up, Milwaukee? We are back. You are locked here live each and every Wednesday, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. to Saved and the City. Oh my God, this has been an amazing show thus far. We had Jermaine Rideout. That song that you just heard is called Battle, and it's featuring the Rideout brothers. Squilla, yeah. So we are locked live. So and when it's live, everything is happening. Phones ringing, all kinds of stuff going on. But we are here, so you guys know exactly what time it is. It's time for your church announcements. And if you have any type of event, community activity that is going on, then you can send it to me, and I will announce it live right here. Wow, someone really wants to talk to me this morning. And no charge to you. So if you have those events or whatever kind of going on in the city that you want to announce, just make sure that you email them to savedandthecitymke@gmail.com. Again, that's savedandthecitymke@gmail.com. Let's jump right into them. Women in Worship. Oh my God, it is coming up super soon. May 25th through the 27th. This year's theme is Women of Faith. Registration is still open. The early bird, of course, is over, and it looks like it's $40 after the 15th. And I don't know, we have Pastor Melva in the building today, so I don't know if those tickets are still available. We'll definitely talk about that a little bit later. So make sure that you attend. If you've never been to Women in Worship, you have to be there. It's something that I plan to be at every year because it is absolutely life-changing. If you want information, go ahead and visit www.womeninworship.me. Also, Lead to Change is currently seeking qualified individuals to add to their League of Exceptional Staff. So there's a lot of things going on over there. You can just submit your cover letter and resume to info@leadtochange.org if you are interested. Positions will be open until filled. Also, don't wait to become a vendor. The 3rd annual Divas Brunch is happening June 24th, and this is sponsored by Jazzy Ray Diva. Divas. And if you want more information for that, you can just visit Jazzy Ray Divas Brunch 2017.eventbrite.com. That's another event that I that I go to every year. Also coming up is something called FAT, and of course it stands for something, and it's promoting health among teens. Programming starts Tuesday, July 11th through Thursday, August 10th, 2017. It's open to all youth, ages 11 to 17 years old. And it's going to be happening at the Milwaukee Christian Center, 807 South 14th Street in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It's promoting health among teens. It's a program where students learn about puberty, sexually transmitted diseases, pregnancy prevention, making healthy choices so they won't deter from their goals and dreams, with a strong emphasis on abstinence. Wow, so that's awesome. So make sure you contact Arletta Slaughter, 414-213-6889. That's awesome. I love that that's happening. Also, see Our Reality. That actually can be heard right here on 101.3 Milwaukee Radio, and they are actually hosting a casting call at the Riverworks Lofts. So if you're a singer, actor, painter, they're seeking all talents. And they say, come prepared to build or add to your portfolio. It's a play that they're doing, and the vision is to change the city of Milwaukee and others across the country, because they're actually going to be taking this particular play on the road. You can just call 414-628-9582 for more information. The character list that they're looking for is the fatherless child, the child of an addict, the bully, the homeless child, promiscuous child, motherless child, preacher's child, class clown, isolated child, foster child, parentless child. And you can also bring your own character from your own reality. I think that's awesome. So much going on in our city, and there's so many people who truly believe that there's nothing happening in our city, and that is a lie. And that is a part of the premise of Saving the City, and that's to continually spread light and shine light on people and things that are happening that are positive in our city. It actually brings us to our one of my favorite parts of the show, where I get an opportunity to talk about our Milwaukee treasures, people in our city that I see as a gem, that I see as doing amazing things. And I'm so excited to have Jarrell Austin Ballard here. I want to say all the way from Washington, D.C. You done flew in from the Capitol. So glad to have you in here today. How are you feeling this morning?
I'm feeling great. Thanks for having me.
And he's working double time, working on my phone for me and everything. I love it. So why don't we start by just kind of sharing with the people, for those people who don't know you, tell them a little bit about who you are and all of the amazing things that you've been doing, and then we'll lead up to the Milwaukee Finest.
So I'm Jarrell Ballard. I am the founder and board chairman of the Milwaukee's Finest Scholarship Foundation, and co-founder of Lead to Change Incorporation. I just recently graduated from Columbia College.
What?
Thank you.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
That's so huge.
I graduated with a BA in Communications, broadcast journalism, concentration in political science as well.
I love it. I love it.
So that's pretty much about me.
And just that, I love it. The people that I have, they drop all these nuggets, and it's just that I just graduate, because, and the reason why I say that's such a big deal, because there's so many people that don't make it there. They don't reach that. They don't even graduate high school. And so there's so many different things. So let's talk a little bit about the Milwaukee Finest Scholarship Fund. Did I say it correctly? Mm-hmm. Okay, and what the and why you decided that now was the time to do something like that?
The Milwaukee's Finest Scholarship Foundation is unique to the city of Milwaukee, because when I was first thinking of a scholarship fund, there wasn't anything that had the impact of the city behind it. Mm-hmm. And education was so important. When I was a freshman, I was actually told to drop out because I didn't have enough money for school. And I was always an overachiever in high school. I participated in a lot of extracurricular activities. I received thousands of dollars in scholarship funds. So when I went to college and my guidance counselor told me I should leave college, I was a little bit confused.
Right. Wow. When your guide tells you to leave. Right.
So then I was like, that's not right. That's not right. And then I looked at all of my friends who also graduated from Milwaukee Public Schools. And they wanted to become doctors and lawyers and, you know, own their own firms and
Yeah,
so on.
yeah.
They're not in college anymore because of college finances.
Yeah.
And I thought that education and the opportunity that was awarded to me to like study on Capitol Hill in DC, these are opportunities
huge.
that
That's huge.
no one should be able to not participate in because of college finances. So I wanted to start something to give back to the community that gave to me so much, and that will be starting the Milwaukee's Finest Scholarship.
I love it. And already you've given away how much? It's
So
like,
this is our very first year. In our very first year, we received over 50 applications from 15 different Milwaukee public high schools. Our pool was very diverse. A lot of the students in their essays talked about segregation and discrimination. Talked about
the process. So talk a little bit. I mean, I know you're going to kind of go talk a little bit about the process and how people can get involved. Yeah.
So I have a board of trustees that consists of 13 individuals, and that what makes us so unique is we're educators, we're parents, we're college students who all serve on the board.
Yeah.
So it's people who represent the city of Milwaukee giving back to the city of Milwaukee.
Sure.
And students would fill out an application. The application wasn't very long; it was about 5 pages. All of the essay questions targeted the city of Milwaukee. What challenges have they faced growing up in the city, and how they plan to make an impact when they go to college. And then we all sat together around a table. We read their discussions, and we had to, for our very first year, we decided to give out 5,000.
Okay.
So for our first year, we're giving out 5,000. Next year, we'll be giving out 10,000, and we're going to just grow from that.
I'm just amazed. I mean, because you're 22.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and literally, you know, and it takes so long sometimes for people to realize that it's not just about you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So that's huge. So, you know, we at Saved in the City support you completely. So if there's any other things that we can do, especially when when you're in that, I guess that season when you're looking for people who need scholarships, let us know, and we'll definitely share. I mean, you've done amazing things. We always talked about you working on Capitol Hill. You work for the office of Tom Barrett, Senator Dirk out of Chicago, and it's just so many things that you're doing. And so we just wanted to take time to say, keep going.
Thank you.
We love you. We see you. You know. And sometimes that's the thing people don't understand. It's nice you're giving out, but sometimes it's like, oh God, I need to be poured back into.
Yeah.
You know. So we're pouring a little bit back into you, and we're just saying thank you so much. So how can people stay connected to you? How can they follow you? Are you connected on social media?
Yeah. So we do have a website. You can visit www.mfscholars.com. And that way you can get involved. We do have an upcoming event. We're actually giving out the scholarships at City Hall in the Rotunda. And that's going to be at the end of June, and I can give you more information on that. It's going to be June 30th. At 6 o'clock, it's going to be an award reception. You can come meet the recipients, meet all of the board members. We're going to have a few guest speakers. And it's a perfect place to do it at City Hall because we are Milwaukee. So that's where we'll be doing that.
We'll definitely be there, and I'll make sure that you guys get the information so you can be there to support as well. Jarrell, thank you so much for everything that you do. You're absolutely amazing and complete inspiration. We'll definitely have to have you back on. You know, we can chop it up. You know, you have journalism going on, so we'll figure out some things. All right, so we're going to go to another song by Jermaine. We're going to go back to the first song, or whichever one's up there, Joshua. And we'll be right back after this. Let's go. Oh, we got through it. Phone ringing. Hot. I love you. Awesome.
Thanks.
Did we already take a picture? Okay, thanks.
All right.
Okay, we'll talk soon.
All right.
And I'll see you on Saturday.
Saturday.
Lead
yes.
change.
The
boot camp.
Boot camp.
I'm going to be talking to you about some other things with that.
Okay.
Because they want us to do some social media, Facebook Live stuff. So we'll talk.
Theon mentioned that.
Yes. Okay. Okay, good.
I'll see you Saturday.
See you Saturday. Pastor Melba. It's hot, but you're beautiful.
Oh, you're sweet.
I miss you. I've been away too long. I'm not doing nothing. I need to just come to. I'm working. I'm doing too. I need to be refilled. I'm talking about other people being refilled.
Okay.
Giving out. Oh yes. Okay, thank you. Hey guys, we're still here. Help us. So basically what we ended up doing, we switched it up a little bit because it's okay. At the top, so today's topic we already know is life after loss. So pretty much what I did is I kind of was just speaking from my own personal experience about just kind of how I kind of picked up the pieces after I lost. And sometimes when people think loss, they go death, but literally loss of hope, faith, that type of thing. So we'll go there, and then we'll talk about women in worship. It'll just be a flow. We'll just have a conversation. It'll be good. It'll be good. Okay. What time is it, Afeni?
38, about to be 39.
Okay. And so normally we have breaks, but for us, we're just gonna, since we're a little bit later in it, we're just gonna talk straight through. So it might be about 15, 18 minutes of just chatting. Okay. Hey guys. So y'all, Facebook Live get to see all the behind the scenes, all the little chit chatting. Valerie's giving us all the hearts. Jordan says, hey, Pastor Melva. Jermaine says, I love Pastor Melva. I know, me too. Angela. Everybody loves Pastor Melva.
It's my confession, at least. Everybody loves Pastor Melva.
Yeah, I know.
That's my confession.
It gotta be
Everybody
a
loves me.
confession.
Everybody loves me.
Yes, I love you. I don't know about you. Good morning. Good morning, Nita. Hey, everybody. Share. It's gonna be good. Going to be good, especially when the enemy want to try to put traffic. We got some things to say. All right. So, Afeni, once we come back on, still give me 58:55, and then that way I'll kind of know how to segue out. Hi, Lenise. Chanel. Good morning. How much longer on that song, Joshua?
60 seconds.
Okay, we can put our headphones on. Tanya says, I love Pastor Skip and Melba.
Here we go, fade down.
What's up, Milwaukee? And we're back. You're locked live to Saved and the City each and every Wednesday, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. right here on 101.3 FM. Oh my God. We always get to this time in the show, and I can't believe how fast it's gone by. It's such an honor to have, all the various folks in Milwaukee that are doing amazing things even come and just spend some time with me in the studio. Shout out to Jermaine Rideout. That was his song for those people who are listening on the radio right now. That song is called So Good, and that's by the Rideout brothers. And then also we had Jarrell Austin Ballard, a young man, 22 years old, just doing amazing things for our city. A lot of people leave, but he's doing things right here for the city, and is worthy of just acknowledging and shining some light on. Now, what we've been talking about today is life after loss, and I'm so excited to have this beautiful woman sitting next to me, Pastor Melva Henderson of World Outreach Center, one of the co-pastors of World Outreach with Pastor Skip Henderson. Shout out to Pastor Skip as well. So you're here.
I'm here.
You made it. I'm so happy.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, we said your confession is everybody loves Pastor Melva.
My confession is everybody loves me.
I know. I love it. I love it. It's going to be my confession, too. Everybody loves me. Everybody loves it.
Even those that hate me.
Even those that hate you. Exactly. I know. And they don't even know it. They don't even know it. So let's talk for those people who might just be tuning in, and maybe they've not heard of Pastor Melva or World Outreach. Share with the people a little bit about who you are. I know we have Melva Henderson Ministries as well, what you do, and then I also want to talk a little bit about women in worship before we go into life after loss, because we're going to be talking about women in faith.
Sounds good. Well, I'm Melva Henderson. My husband and I are pastors of World Outreach, pastors and founders of World Outreach and Bible Training Center in Milwaukee. We have a 4-point strategy, and our goal is to help people find their place of freedom and to get them into the call that God has on their lives. And we do a lot of things in the city. We're impacting lives on a global scale.
Yes.
And so that's who we are.
I love it. I love it. I love it. And so, and the thing is, and there's specific events that you guys do, every year. And we talked about this, I believe, the last time, because Pastor Melva has been on before as my Milwaukee treasure. And so, whether it's the Little Feet of Mexico or right here in the city doing the Give Back.
Milwaukee Give.
The Milwaukee Give. And that happens is it twice a year?
Twice a year. It happens in the summer, and then then we have one in November where we're giving away food and clothes and different things to those that are in the community.
Yeah. And so it's about doing the work, and so I love being connected with people who don't just talk. They don't just talk about it, they actually do the work. And so a lot of people say churches aren't doing anything. This is one ministry, and this is one church that is doing the work. And so if you're looking for a ministry to get connected to, this is one to get connected to. Tell the people where you guys are located.
Well, we're on 34th and Silver Spring, right in the middle of the block, 3410 West Silver Spring. And we have services on Sunday at 8 and then at 10:30. But then we also have a time where on Wednesday nights at 6:30 p.m. where we're bringing people in, sitting them down and scrubbing them. Hoping you get your life where God wants it to be.
Clean them up.
Yeah, we're cleaning them up.
Clean them up. And so coming up, and some of you may have heard me announce this on the church announcements, Women in Worship. This is the 5th year?
This is the 11th year.
Wow, that's huge.
11th year of
That's
Women in
huge.
Worship. We started in 2006 in an old rundown funeral home.
Yeah.
And I thought I was going to have 100 women. 244 showed up, and this year we're anticipating 1,000 women.
Wow.
So it's been an amazing gathering, something that is God breathed.
I love
That's
it.
all I can say.
I love
God did
it. And it's not, and the thing is not, it's not a normal, it's not what you think.
No, it's not a church service.
It's not a church service. It's not what you think. And it's not like, okay, let's just do an event. Okay, let's have these different people. I saw one of your it was either a live feed or a video. You had Marilyn Hickey praying over the names.
Absolutely.
Like, this is serious.
Yeah, it is serious. It's serious because God gave us the mandate, and because God is the one that said to do it, we don't take it lightly. So, God has positioned me to be in relationship with some very powerful people, and I always tell them about Women in Worship, and then I'm asking them, would you pray for the women? So we've been praying for the women that are coming to Women in Worship since November of last year. Every day.
That's huge.
Yeah, and so
It's a
God
lifestyle.
is going to do something amazing. And so for people that don't know what Women in Worship is, this year it's a 3-day gathering where women are coming together. We're leaving the kids, leaving the husband, leaving the job, leaving everything for 3 days, all the pressures of life, going to go be filled, worship, pray, sit under the Word of God, go home, change. Because when a woman changes, everything changes.
Wow. And Marlena, I see she just posted up there, if you're interested in registering, just to make sure that you go to www.womeninworship.me.
Right.
And so I thought it was so fitting as we talk about life after loss. Because the theme around this year's Women in Worship is Women of Faith. Women of Faith. And so what I was speaking about for those people who have been watching since the beginning of the show is loss. It is not always death. When we're dealing with loss, it could be loss of your hope, a dream. And then I spoke a little bit about Jairus' daughter. And when you get to the point where you feel like I got the thing that's going to take my idea or my vision or my hope to the next level, and what happens when you arrive and that hope or that dream is dead?
So many situations in our lives, and people don't realize that when you lose something, no matter what it is, it can feel just like it would feel if you lost your mom, your dad, your grandmother.
That's good.
Grief is grief, no matter
Grief is grief.
what form it comes in. And so I've experienced many losses in my life. Loss of relationships, loss of a job, loss of my confidence, loss of faith. We lose on so many levels when we're not intentional about keeping ourselves where we need to be. When God's called us to reign and rule in life. And when you're struggling and you don't think well of yourself and you're receiving all the negative things that come from the rest of the world, you don't realize that Satan is stealing from you and you're losing. Wow. And so you have to have a mindset that wins.
Yes.
All the time. And so, getting over loss, and I don't want to go too far, but getting over loss is sometimes it's a process. Just like it was with me. My grandmother passed away on Saturday. I don't know whether you know that. Yeah, my grandmother passed away on Saturday. And, as I stood by her, I stood there thinking, it's not a cessation of life, though. And that's the thing that we have to understand about life. It doesn't mean that you can't live anymore. She's gone to another place. My son moved to Houston. My grandmother moved to heaven. And that's the way that I have to see it. She's in another place, yet she's still living. And so you have to realize when things hit your life, and you lose relationships, you lose jobs, you lose money, you lose this, you have to realize you're still breathing. And as long as you're still breathing, there's still life that needs to be lived. And you got to have a mindset that grabs yourself by the boots and pushes yourself forward. And so, you know, we have to keep living. We've got to keep doing what we've been called to do, because pain, suffering, loss, it's a part of life. It's a part of the process, but it comes to make you stronger.
Oh my God.
I'm stronger than I've ever been with all the losses and all the
Wow.
challenges that I've had in my life. I'm stronger than I've ever been.
Wow. And what I hear is, it's your perception.
Absolutely.
It's your perception, because to the natural eye, the cross would look like a loss.
Absolutely.
You know, if for those people who were watching Jesus hanging on the cross, they would think, oh, it's over. It's done, right?
Yeah.
So it's your perception. And if we can, but
It's so powerful.
go ahead, go in
It's
on
so
it. Go in
powerful,
on it.
because the thing is that what we don't really realize a lot of times is that when Jesus was dying on the cross, simultaneously at the same time, God was raising him from the dead. And so wherever there is a death, there's a simultaneous resurrection.
Wow.
And that's what people need to understand.
Wow.
At the same time something is dying, keep your spiritual eyes open, because something has come to life. You know, you think about planting a seed. Nothing grows. Nothing grows unless a seed goes in the ground and does what? It has to die.
It has to die.
The seed has to die. And that's the only way that life can come forth, is when something else dies.
Where's the offering plate? Because oh my God, that
It's powerful.
that's so powerful. Like literally, we could marinate on that. And so it's different because we spend time in the Word, you know, and so that's why it's so important. If you're out there on your own and you're not connected to a source or people who can hold you accountable or support you through that, you will feel like it is a physical death. So how do you begin the process for those people who might be watching now who aren't connected to church? And there are a lot of people who say that I don't want to go to
church.
Yeah.
And I mean,
So
that's
how do
okay.
you how
We're
do you
not
begin
in the,
again?
We're not
Yeah.
in the beat you up because you don't go to church
Yeah,
deal.
yeah.
That's behind us.
Yeah.
The thing is I love what my friend Marlena Dodd said. She said a tribe is so important. It's so
I love
important to
it.
have. The Bible calls it your company. You think about it. Jesus had Peter, James, and John. That
Yeah.
was his company.
Yeah.
Moses
Yeah.
had Miriam and Aaron.
Yeah.
Everybody needs a company. And I love what Pastor Skip said one time when he was teaching a message. He said, proof that we were all born to be connected to somebody else when problems and things happen in our lives is the fact that we were born with an umbilical cord.
Yeah.
And,
Wow.
and your navel is a continual and consistent reminder that you were born to be connected to somebody. Why? Because when you go down, there's always somebody there to pull you up. So it's a powerful thing. You know, when you lose, knowing that I have the love and support of my
Yeah,
friends or
yeah,
my tribe, my
yeah.
company, it's a precious thing because they pull me up. Last night, people were at my house last night. I lost my
Yeah.
grandmother Saturday, or she
Wow.
moved to heaven Saturday.
Wow.
And there were people at my house right away.
Wow.
That's my company. That's what they do. They support me.
Yes.
So that's what you need if you've lost. And so if anybody's out there and they're feeling
Yeah,
lost, they're
yeah.
feeling like they don't
Yeah.
have any direction in life, you need a company. You need a body of people that you can connect with that'll get you where you need to be.
I love it. And this is something that kind of comes to mind too. So you guys hear that, you know, when there's a death of something in the natural, generally there's a resurrection of something happening in the spiritual. And then also it's very important for us to be connected one to another, whether it's in the church or in your family. We got to stay connected. We are not meant to be alone, and you're not alone. So, but the thing is, regardless of under that revelation, loss can change someone, right? It can change you. And so this was a point that just kind of stood out to me because this is something that I dealt with and I had to identify this. And the question that I posed was, how do you identify when you're operating in fear instead of caution or wisdom? Because a lot of times after you lose something, you can feel like, okay, am I going to lose someone else? You know, and so you can be so cautious that now I'm not going out the house anymore, or now I'm not going to connect with people because I don't know. And a lot of times for me, especially when so we're dealing with death, but for me, I've had some. I hate when I say church hurt, but it's real. I've had some serious church
You've
hurt.
had some people that hurt you that went to church.
I had. Come
The
on.
church didn't hurt you. It's the people that are in the church that, because they're human, they're flawed. They're
love it.
flawed. It's
I
not the
love
church.
it.
The church doesn't
I
hurt
love that.
anybody.
I
It's
love
people
that.
who go to church that
Wow.
hurt people. But I got hurt at the telephone company too. And I ain't walking around saying I got AT&T hurt.
Oh, I love it. Get us together.
You know, so we just have to put
yes.
things in its proper perspective. People hurt people. The
People
church,
hurt
the
people.
company, the business didn't hurt you.
Yes.
It's a person that hurts you. And in most cases, you got 100 people in there and one person hurts you. And we identify, we make the whole church, we blame the whole church because one knucklehead messed up.
Oh my God.
No, we don't do
I'm
that.
free. Come on and get me free on today. I love it. So, and so, okay.
So let's answer your question.
So to identify though, because that's what ends up happening. So then you got to identify, was it the church or was it the building or was it my job that hurt me or was it something else? Or was it something different? Or was it a person, like you said? And so the question is, how do you, instead of,
Past that fear.
Yeah, got to get past that fear,
Right,
exactly.
because there's always, you know, if I fall and I skin my knee, if somebody gets by that scar, I'm going to try to protect that scar. I don't touch this side. Come over and hug me from this side because I've got a wound over there. It's okay to be cautious, but I have to always give this room, I have to expose where I'm wounded so that the air can get to it, so that I can be healed, so that at some point in time I'm allowing somebody else to come in. I get it. I mean, I live that way where I'm always saying, okay, am I going to hurt them or are they going to hurt me? So maybe I don't even want to get into this relationship again. But we have to learn to trust people on credit. I'm gonna extend love to you, and I'm just going, God, because you told me to love, to forgive, all of that, I'm gonna do what God told me to do, trusting that He's going to protect me. So I'm gonna skydive, I'm gonna jump out of this plane one more time, trusting that, okay, the last one I got hurt in, but God, because I'm doing it and my trust is in you, I'm not putting my confidence in people. I'm gonna jump out this plane believing that when I get to the bottom, you're gonna be there to protect me.
And oh my God, and if you do not walk with that understanding, you will push your way out of your blessing.
Absolutely.
You'll push your way out of your healing, out of your deliverance.
I
I am
am
so blessed.
relationship, because there's some relationships that are God ordained. There's some relationships that you were ordained to be in, but because you got wounded, you backed away from
Don't
it.
make me cry, child.
See, I'm the one that will walk up to a person when I know that I've been called to someone, even when it gets hard, I just keep coming back. You know, and I've had people say, I don't want to be your friend, get away from me. I've had all of that. But I keep coming back because once I know in my heart, no, we're supposed to do something in life. There's greatness in you and there's greatness in me. We need to bring that greatness together so that we can accomplish some things. But if we're not careful, fear will cause us to push people away, and we'll end up losing valuable people in our lives who God put there to help us get to where He wants us to be.
I'm like, go ahead. Let me get my mentoring session.
Don't fear. You can't be afraid. You got to step out in the boat. Jesus told him, He said, Lord, if that's you, tell me to come out on the water. He said, come. One word, come. Peter stepped out on that water and he walked on the water. And people talk about, well, he sunk, but he walked on the water. And he walked with one word up under him. Come on out. Try again. Step out. Get out of the boat. I know you're scared. Get out of the boat. Do it afraid.
Woo! Pastor Melva. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. You guys, that's helping everybody. It's help. Fear is always a culprit, making our great greater. I love this. I love this. What I want to do is, this is so powerful. I do not want to end. I want to move into our Kingdom Solution, and then we'll talk a little bit more about how you guys can stay connected to Pastor Melva. For those people who know, towards the end of the show, after we've kind of talked about everything, we have a Kingdom Solution, and that's where, you know, it's nothing that you can fight with or choose against, because it's the Word of God, and the Word of God is law. And so maybe you can kind of piggyback on some of the scripture that I was given as I was just kind of praying about this morning show. Man, guys, that's so powerful. I hope you guys are feeling this. So God gave me Deuteronomy 30:3 and 13 as you are dealing with loss, whatever that loss is. And this is coming from the Message version of the Bible. And it says, God, your God, will restore everything you lost. He'll have compassion on you. He'll come back and pick up the pieces from all the places where you were scattered. No matter how far away you end up, God, your God, will get you out of there and bring you back to the land your ancestors once possessed. A lot of times when we lost, we feel like we've lost the promise too. Maybe we've strayed too far. It will be yours again, he says. He will give you a good life and make you more numerous than your ancestors. God, your God will cut away the thick calluses on your heart.
That's dealing with that fear. See, because fear is what produces that callousness on your heart. He's saying, I know you were afraid, so I'm going to chisel that fear off your heart so you can love again. Go ahead, keep reading.
Oh my God, read. That's how they say in the church, read. And your children's heart. So not just your heart, because that, ooh.
You inflict it. You release it. Right. Your bitterness goes to your kids. Keep going.
That's that curse.
Yeah.
Okay. Freeing you to love God, your God, with your whole heart and soul and live. Really live.
That's what he wants, because that's what it's all about. It's about life. That's what it's about. It's about that life. And you have to do that by faith. When you step over into faith, then you give God something to work with. He grabs a hold of that faith and says, okay, you're going to trust me in this? Let's go. I'm going to get you. I'm going to bring all of the broken pieces of your life. I'm going to get them. I'm going to bring them all together. He told David, you're going to recover all. Everything you lost, you're going to recover all. I was going through a very, very difficult time the last couple of years. My grandmother passed in 2015. Now, I just lost my paternal grandmother Saturday, my maternal in 2015. When she lost, I felt like I was lost. I couldn't find my direction. I couldn't, nothing. And then I just felt like I found myself saying this to God. Is this how it's going to end for me?
Yeah, I get that.
Is this is where I'm going to, all that I've done, this is where you're going to leave me?
Yeah.
Feeling like I'm lost, broken, hurting, like nobody cares about me, nobody's thinking about, all just feeling dejected, all of that. And the Lord said to me, you come back, you get back on your square of faith, and you're going to recover all.
Yo!
And so you have to do it by faith. That's a promise. He said, God, your God. Don't forget I'm the one. I'm your God.
Wow.
I got you.
Oh my God, this has been so powerful. I appreciate all of my guests. Oh, God, your God is going to restore all. Everybody that was on today with me, shout out again to Jermaine Rideout, Jarrell Austin Baller, and of course Pastor Melva Henderson. Real quick before we go, just tell the people again how they can get connected with World Outreach and all the things going on with you.
Well, worldoutreachbtc.org is our email address, 414-962-0600 for Women in Worship.
Yes.
That's this
May
Thursday.
25th, yes.
Not this week.
Next week, 25th.
May 25th through the 27th, womeninworship.me.
.me. Yes, I love it. So, oh my God, you guys, it's going to be all right.
It is.
And until next week, be encouraged. Love you guys.